Good morning, everyone. You are welcome to Olike Farm and Processes. We are welcome to the channel once again. We discussed about, last week, we talked about different processes involved in plantation, where we talk about land preparation. And we talk about the process involved in preparing our land. Number one, we talk about deforestation, which involves the clearing of the land by removing all the bushes and the forest and the trees from the land in order to acquire our topsoil. Also, we also mentioned about the processes involved in preparing our land. We have mechanical process. We also have the herbicide, use of chemicals, which is also known as herbicide. And in the process involved in mechanical process can be either use of machines or use of manual or manpower. And also we talk about the chemical, where we spray chemicals to clear our land. But majorly, this is just a recap where we are going to talk about different processes. We also mentioned the second process involved. We mentioned alignment. The alignment aspect is the one that deals with the formation, setting of the formation of the plants in a straight formation, either row or column. And we also mentioned as well, we mentioned about the distancing. We have different type of distances that are involved in planting. Some can use 3 meter by 3 meter, which is also equivalent to 10 by 10 feet. We also have 2.5 by 2.5, which is equivalent to 8 feet by 8 feet. Lastly, we also have 2 meter by 2 meter, which is equivalent to 6 feet by 6 feet. Any of them is okay, depending on the person, depending on the expert involved. Because why using either 6 feet or either 8 feet, the important thing is management of the farm, which involves what? Which involve use of application of manure. You can see this farm is distance 10 feet by 10 feet. Sorry, excuse me. This farm is distance 10 feet by 10 feet. If you can see, using measurements. But as time goes on, we try to expand it we start to change the dimension, the distance to 5 feet by 5 feet by using it to expand. Well, why expanding? I should also mention that the use of manure is very important, because what you feed your plant, it's what it will give you back. This is manure. You can see poultry waste. We use this manure to feed our soil, and while doing that, it enriches the plants to grow very healthy. You can see the way these farms are growing, the way they are looking. They are in harvest stage already. Most of them are fruiting, and this is it's not even up to a year, and we are harvesting already on it. As I mentioned earlier, we want to talk about the other processes that involves in what plantation. We've mentioned one, land preparation. We've mentioned deforestation. The land preparation involves what? We mentioned the process involved in land preparation. We mentioned the deforestation and the rest. The second process we want to talk about is alignment, which we've mentioned too on our previous video. The alignment process, now you can see the way these rows and this column are being aligned. You can watch through, and the rows too, they are aligned. That is the process of alignment, and it's also require technical skills. Let me tell you, layman cannot just come here and tell you they want to do alignment for you. They might end up giving you wrong information. And as we proceed, we are still going to discuss in full details why you want to engage on another project, the process involved, how we are going to do our alignment, how we are going to acquire the necessary information needed by using our rope and by tying our rope very well so that it can give us accurate measurements. So we are going to move to the next stage in planting, which is called planting itself. What do we call planting itself? It's by putting your sucker on the ground. Some will tell you it's easy. It's just want to put the sucker, dig a hole and put, but it requires another skill entirely. Because while digging, you need to know the measurement that is required for you to be able to dig up to before you can put your sucker. This is a practical example of it. This hole is 2 meters deep while digging. The reason why we are digging 2 meters is because we want to turn the soil. Because this topmost soil is what is needed for our planting. Some land can give you topmost black humus soil at the top, and they will give you the clay soil at the bottom. But the clay soil is supposed to be at the top, because that one, where it is needed is for firmness, to give you firmness on the plants while growing. Why this one is required for it to germinate very well. So we have to turn this soil after digging. You turn the topper soil. We are going to dig it in 2 layers. You put your red soil here, which is clay or mud. You put your another soil, which is called humus soil. You are going to put it on another side. After digging, when you are getting your 2 meter deep, that means you are going to be able to see 2 different soil while digging. Don't dig more than 2 meters. Because when you are digging, there's still more soil. If you are still digging, you can cross-check from people doing borehole. You can get 7 different types of soil. But what you need is just these 2 soil. The one for the red and the one for the humus. The humus will be at the top. The humus is almost at the upper part. But you are going to turn it, changing it to the bottom, while you are going to bring the red soil into the top. And you are going to get your formation. That's how we do our planting. And while planting, make sure that your roots are properly inserted on the ground, not at the upper level of the soil. You have to dig them deep and plant them deep into this black humus soil. That's another thing about that. That's just about planting. After planting, what next? Thank you for choosing Olike Farm and Processes, and thank you for watching my channel. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe for more educational video like this in the future. So, and also press the like button so that you can be notified whenever another video has been posted. Thank you.